Insurance agents, stop losing your clients to a poorly handled claim. We want to show you how. We know you have your client's best interest in mind when they are going into a claim situation, whether they asked you for advice prior or you're made aware that they filed a claim after the decision was made. Now, we know you don't have a lot of power. Hopefully the insured does as well, that it's largely up to the adjuster at that point, the desk adjuster, the field adjuster, whoever it may be, but you can help them, and here's how. The best possible way is by referring them to a local, honest, and experienced contractor, especially when it comes to insurance restoration. A lot of times, these adjusters are going to come out and intentionally write a lowball claim. We've seen it hundreds of times. I think I have yet to see an insurance estimate that was written properly from the onset. Okay? Now, the customer likely doesn't know how to fight this. You as an agent may or may not know how to approach that, how to go back and forth with the adjusters, but we as insurance restoration professionals definitely know how. We're certified to identify damage. We're certified for water mitigation. We have certifications in writing Xactimate, the commonly used estimating software, great reviews, Google A+ on the BBB. So it's up to you to point them in the right direction. We want to help you retain your clients by being an excellent resource for you, who you can say, call ZCI. They know what they're talking about with this stuff. They can make sure all the damage is identified on the entire property, and then they can write a proper scope of repairs to make sure that you're put back together right. Okay, so again, our three big things are local, honest, and experienced. Now, how this is going to affect the process for you and your insured clients is going to be that we're local. We know what storms hit and we know when. We know the date of loss. We know the hail size. We know the wind speed. Last year, for example, my house got hit by 2-inch hail. Now, I was driving up to jobs with big hail dents in my truck, with a bag of hail still in my freezer. An adjuster's not going to question me when I say, yeah, I live right around the corner. Here's the damage, right? So we understand what hit. We're right here. We also have an excellent understanding of the building codes in the local area. That can change from state to state, definitely, but even from county to county sometimes. Some will be more strict than others. And lastly, we're quick. Now, the way this is going to help is that we can get to the job as soon as a shingle blows off. We're there tarping it up, performing the emergency repair, so there's not further damage, and the insured has done their part to mitigate further damages. Okay, all very important in the restoration process. We're honest. Okay, we're not going to propose a method of repair that isn't the right one. That's going to cost us a long-term relationship that we value much more than an immediate transactional business. Okay, that's a big thing of ours. We would much prefer to have a relationship with you as an insurance agent or a policyholder, perform regular maintenance on your roof. We document as things go. We know the roof's in good shape now. Next week we have a big storm. Now we have all this documentation to pull on and say, hey, it wasn't like this a week ago. Here's the new photos. Here's what's changed. Here's the recent damage. And that right there works wonders because it's irrefutable. Okay, and then it's going to keep the insured trusting you when they know that you're referring people who have their best interest in mind. You're not just letting them fend for themselves or saying, well, that's what the adjuster's going to do. No, you have resources for them who can help them get the right outcome. Okay, and experienced. We know the hoops that we have to jump through. We know the documentation process. We've done it thousands of times. Okay, we can set the expectations for you if you want to be involved, or for the insured more likely, because again, we've seen it before. We know, hey, this is how it's likely going to go. These are the steps we're going to have to take, and this is the, probable outcome, which again works wonders to know, hey, it's going to be a little bit of a fight sometimes. You don't think it's going to be rainbows and unicorns. Don't worry about anything. It's going to be perfect. That's rarely the case. So you want someone who understands that. And then again, going back to the maintenance thing, because this is huge to me, I would much rather inspect a property for free today and see no damage, and then in a week, a month, a year from now, know exactly what the new damage was, because that's going to help you and your client so much to have that documentation. So even if you don't think you have damage or you don't think your clients have damage, get a hold of me. Tell them to get a hold of me so we can go out and document everything as it is now. That will save them a lot of headache in the long run. And then lastly, all of our warranties are backed by the manufacturer. So whether it be the shingle manufacturer, GAF, or Owens Corning, we are preferred and certified through both. So they're going to back all of our warranties. You have that peace of mind of all of our labor and material warranties being backed by billion-dollar companies. So stick with someone local, honest, and experienced. ZCI Residential.